conservativeness ama kuna in terms of for instance
conservative everywhere in terms of even philosophy, in terms of even interaction, in terms of even culture, unaget.
So even sexually ikue conservative.
To be honest, as in conservative is the only way sexually, because think of anything, any degenerate culture ya sexual interaction wazungu
so utakuwa unamuitisha threesome, utakuwa unamuitisha.
Of course not. Okay. Even in Islam haukubali kuitisha threesome.
Thank you. There's
allowed.
A problem. There is
a big problem, and that's why nasema the moment, because you know I've lived here life and you're like, by the way, there's a reason mbona society yao it's rotten. There's a reason like kikitu ina go deep. There are these people naonanga kwa TikTok and I'm trying to get them here. There's this guy anasemanga avoid marriage. You have seen him? Every time he's just avoid marriage. And he's an atheist, anasema atheist society Kenya. So that guy says avoid marriage. First of
he's
all,
an African atheist.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one thing, any person mwenye akiniambia avoid marriage, that person is a red flag. Okay, so what? I avoid marriage, then what? Then what? You don't want me to have kids? Okay, you want me to have kids? Okay, you want me to have kids outside the marriage? So wedlock outside, yani outside of wedlock. Okay, fine. Single motherhood is the reason born as in watoi nowadays hii generation utaona there's another
kuna
generation.
Kuna a lot of trauma cause ya kukosa mababa.
Exactly. Unaget. And mostly unachiki one thing people are not realizing is mimi I came to reconnect with my mother later on as an adult. However, ilini save because saizi nimetulia, I've seen the motherly love na nikatulia nika reconnect.
How did that affect you na like relationships za women, how you view it? Kindly nieke.
Yeah, no problem. The thing is I used to emulate my dad in everything I used to do. Nilikuwa naona this tough guy.
Juu nime notice you are very masculine oriented.
Exactly, because my dad I'm a spitting image of my dad. You get? So the thing is I used to be a gentleman because my dad is a gentleman. But mimi ule mtu nilikuwa nasema this is my way. Unaget kama hawezi cop na hii
unaenda
ndio njia yako. But then later on after sasa nimeanza kujua madhangu understood, but if I even grew up with sisters, so I still had that feminine touch. Unaget kumbali but bado ilikuwa tu ile Nasir ujamaa anaendanga hivi, this is how we are moving. And it's as simple as that. Hakuna story inaingia katikati. But then later on sasa nikaanza kukua na hii inaitwaje hii upole ingine, yani na understand okay fine. This is where a woman is coming from, and I understood how to think like a woman, because once you understand how to think like a woman utajua by the pia kuna concerns zake zenye how understand. You see, men, what I've come to know is and based on us we think technical, like tutafikiria fine,
hakunanga emotions, unakuanga more practical.
Tutafikiria okay sawa hiyo gari ni sisi ngapi, mafuta itanikunywa ngapi, from here to here, spare parts nini. Madam atafikiria nataka tu pink car. Story maisha, unaona? The color ndo inamata, sisi it's the specifics. Of which sasa ukianza kuweka emotion into it na uanze kuanza kufikiria dynamic than a woman. Like a woman, utaanza saa kuangalia how this species iko yani optimized for us.
When you met your mom, did you love her?
Okay, si ati nilikuja nikapata mama yangu at the age of nini, alikuwa na visit hii time yote, una get? Of course, as in kuna ile designer nilikuwa najua kuna mother, and the fact that she was the more lenient parent. Unajua mimi bibi yangu alikuwa ananiangalia, it was gentleman kutoka small age, your handshake, hugs kama ni ile unajua ile hugs ya wanaume. But my mother could actually embrace me, una get? Anakushika na kuembrace, there kisses everywhere, on your cheek, everywhere. There's kuna tu ile love una feel tu yani, that you're like lakini thank God, I really thank God I missed it.
Oh, for reals?
Well, let me tell you why.
Unaonanga ungekuwa spoiled?
I think I would have been a spoiled kid. And I think singekuwa as awakening as right now, because right now hizi conservative philosophies is because of what I went through. Now my kid, I'm like, okay, fine, I will still go hard on him. But I need that female kukuja kuniambia Nasir umeenda sana, achana na mtoto. You understand? Ndo hapo sasa
wacha nikwambie something interesting. Kuna vitu yes umesema I may not agree with, but I do agree with a lot that you're saying. The funny thing is that hii dunia, like, okay, in my culture, whatever, there's an energy that men, we are protected by the masculine energy in this earth. Juu the earth inaonekananga ikiwa feminine, but firmament inakuanga masculine. It protects the masculine energy where ina protect. So I do believe we need that masculinity yenye it's not soft because that is what protects the nini. It's what that ina protecting the female energy. Umeket?
And speaking of, let me cut you short. There's a certain age pia kwa Kikuyu that wamama wanafaa kuacha kufunza watoto wa vijana wao. Like from there, especially I guess after class 8, we ni mwanaume.
Unaenda kwa babako ama kwa your uncle.
Yeah, exactly.
Kama huna baba.
So una get, it was something like that. It's something like that. Una get, in the sense that ukijana, wacha kwe na mamake for some time. But sasa ikifika at a certain age, actually imekuwa hivyo in almost all cultures. Una get?
Because it's only a man who can raise a man. Umeget? Not only, like, yes, the woman will play a crucial role, but unajua wanaume huwa wanafunzwa kukua wanaume na wanaume. Mi siwezi kufunza kukua mwanaume.
Exactly.
So yes, it is. I agree that at a certain age, hata kama when a single mother, ni lazima you either uache your brother aonyeshe like your son kukua like a man. He needs that. It's very important. Ndo tena sana yako asikue msofty sana ama umspoil sana. So yeah, I understand that.
So nataka to pivot on the last conversational point hapo.
Yes.
Content yako, I guess hata nefilizima tutaiongea leo. But kuna hii point, I guess we need a part 2. Part 2 tutaifanyia kwa live.
Okay.
Because we kukupata ni shida.
I know. I know. But I do love hearing a different perspective. I really enjoy. Unajua, like, in my culture we say, kuongea ni kukua marafiki. So like, ukisikiza mtu perspective yake, you really understand that person. You really see a different way of thinking. Like, I didn't think, unaona kama hiyo point yako ya marrying a woman mwenye hataki kukua daktari, hataka tu kuwa mama. I think that's an important point. Many may not even agree with it. I don't even agree with it. But seeing from when you umefanya ni understand your perspective, I understand. Imagine I understand. I don't even feel bad. I understand that perspective. It looks unaona venye feminism huwa ina judge kitu kaa hiyo. Utaonekana uambiwe ati saa utaki huyu afanye hivi, utaki bibi yako afanye hivi. But when you remove yourself from certain ideologies, you start to understand humanity in a different way, and you start to see the picture that now Nas is seeing. You've given a very detailed account of mbona utaki house helps wale watoto, mbona, that I completely agree with. So hata kuongea, it's just you've shifted my perspective on something different. Umeona? Yeah. Hiyo ya second wife najua watu wengi hawata agree na wewe. I'm not against polygamy. I come from polygamy, so I am not usually against it. I do feel that so long as you can equalize your women na usifanye moja, usificha. Mimi sipendi mambo ya kuficha wa mama. Kwa proud ya wao, you be the man, useme huyu ni wangu. Mutafanya nini? What will you do?
Exactly, that's better.
So like that, I like that so long as usiwaficha or you equalize.
Doggy style is the devil's style. Talk about that.
Kwetu culturally kwa imeitikiwa.
Doggy.
Haikuwa imeitikiwa.
Styro yagu.
Styro yagu sa. But people love it. Nimeona kwa comments. Yeah. But people love it. But
tell me why.
I think it's because it alludes to the gay nature, like your homosexuality.
Okay, explain further.
See, like, in our culture, there's a word for homosexuality. It's called horomwe. The rule was that if you are found to be, funny thing, there were no lesbians. There were lesbians, but there was no punishment for lesbians, because it was seen that these women, it's like hawangekuwa hapo kama there were men who are strong enough
so
to
the
love
blame
these
goes
women.
to men.
Yeah, only the gay men that would be punished. In my culture, women are not punished. If, like, for instance, if you are cheating, there's something called odharia. Odharia is adultery, right? It's adultery. Like, if you are found cheating on your, if you have taken somebody else's wife, ni where you'll be punished. Yeah.
Not the wife. Not the lady, sorry.
Yeah, the lady, kama akipatikana the husband has not been taking care of her, she's good. But if now akipatikana, yes, now it's true, like alikuwa analala na wewe, she'll be given, her husband will never sleep with her again. Atapatiwa place yake ya kuishi, a piece of land ya kuishi. She'll be called nyaga. So, like, nobody, no, she won't be like, atapewa
outcast.
Yes. But sasa, like, you know, it's the men who carry the responsibility, because ni nyinyi, kama si nyinyi, si nyinyi huwa mna seduce wa mama. You know, people usually think that it's women who seduce men. Culturally, the man is the one who's usually like anabebanga mzigo. So like we were at the previous point was about the doggy style.
Yeah.
I think it had to do with the part now for the homosexuality now. I think that's why they were against it, because ilikuwa tu ukwe any other position but not that one.
Oh, because maybe an accident inaweza happen inge pande ingine.
I don't know. maybe
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. But it alludes now to the homosexual like nature of things.
I get you. Maybe because when I compare, this is how these people act it out.
Yes.
So you should not go that direction.
Yes. And they had seen things. That's why we have the word homosexuality in Kikuyu. So it did exist. Haijaanza sahi.
Yeah, I get you. And,
the punishment, if you are found being gay, the punishment was you and your partner mchapane till death na miti. And nobody will touch you because you'll be told to be unclean.
Na hii story the whining, you also talked about whining. Na unafaa kununua, what's it called? Are you subscribed to AI captions?
Haziwekangi za Kikuyu.
Zitaweka za Kikuyu enda tu, lakini I guess it's 1,500 every month. Sijui za Kikuyu, but me the moment I used it nikiongea sheng yangu ina translate, but some bits you have to just go and edit kidogo tu, but
inaweza.
Because to be honest, a lot of, imagine mimi I am interested in your content
na uski
so saa zingine nasikianga and then I just connect the dots. Ama Dante hapa ndo ananiambianga
Dante ni cute.
Ni mtu wa mrima huyo.
Guy, niyo anakuambianga. So I always say I'll put captions, alafu nachoka nikiweka hizo, but I'll make an effort. I have to work hard also. Let me put an effort.
Yeah,
Sindio?
you're right.
Whining, the Kikuyus used to whine, but you know, they did. But now, during that dance I told you about the Mugoyo, but when the pink man came, he alikuwa nasikia aroused, and God forbid you arouse a pink man as a black woman. How? So like, with an excuse of nilimshika changuvu juu alikuwa na, she was very sexual. So they started saying acheni hizo mambo ni tabia mbaya, acheni na hizo mambo ni tabia mbaya. That's why we only have one dancing style in Kikuyu, because it was taken away. Literally our culture was getting erased on purpose. So was our language. That's why you find many Kikuyus, they hate everything to do with their culture. Not all of them, but many. But we are changing that. At least nimeacha kutusiwa kwa channel.
That's because the thing is, nimerealize any African mwenye ana live by the Western lifestyle, ikwe kufanya kazi, ikwe kufanya everything, like haiendangi for long. 10 years wamechoka tu na hiyo. It's like a character you're putting on top of yourself.
Exactly.
And you're really tired of playing this character constantly. Yani nashindwa.
Yes.
When am I going to talk my mother tongue? Niko hapa tu saying kujibu my emails, being corporate, being you get. In fact hata hii podcast nilikuwa nimesema we're not going that direction. Nachukia corporate design nyingine because it's a fake place.
And I love your podcast. I've seen your videos. You are more on the I hate calling them conspiracy theories because there's truth. Yeah. There's truth in what you say. And I love unaongeanga sheng. Unaona hata kwa interviews hizi ma serious interviews unaenda like mi siongeangi ati sitashinda hapo na kizungu. Nitaongea Kiswahili. Juu it's our national language. So mbona nishinde nini? Nikijaribu and sometimes I forget words also. But chenye umesema there's also an association of poverty ukikuwa like a traditional person. Kama there's a video I did, I just went to a restaurant and people were like ati hey, nilikuwa nadhani unakulanga kwa bush. Nilikuwa nadhani hauendangi place kama hii. There's that so it's like you can't be cultural and be rich. You can't be cultural and like wear beautiful
it's like you're
things.
out of pocket.
And yes, and I wanted to change that.
But by the look in a kafiti, si ati nini inaka like that African nature. Na tunafaa kuileta in style.
Yes.
There's this other thing because naweza angalia hairstyle yako. There's this thing nilikuwa na watch jana about the wigs zinatoka India. Do you know why these women cut their hair?
Actually, for anybody who claims to be Christian, sijui akuhusu Waislamu, according to the law of God, you're not supposed to create an nini. Don't create an idol. Idol, when I translate it in my language, the English language does not even translate it well. Muhianano, mfanano wa kitu. Umeona? So nikicreate kitu inakaa wewe Nas, na create kitu inafanana na creation ya Mungu. You get? So we are
you're not supposed to imitate.
Thank you, imitation. So we are not even supposed to. The right translation of idol should be imitation of God's creation. You get? So like when you create like a wig, that's an imitation of somebody else's hair. You get? It's not your hair, it's somebody else's hair. So my question, and people have argued and said, oh, Africa is the origin of wigs. Look at Egypt. But Egyptians, if you look at their drawings, the wigs were African. Hazikuwa nywele za wazungu, wa India, sijui nani. Zilikuwa zinakaa medega ni dreadlocks. Zilikuwa zinakaa dreads. So I keep wondering. Na ndo nimesema tuko na psychology. Dr. Kihombo Thairo in the African Civilization says, there's a psychological problem that we have as Africans, because we want to anything else except your own hair, anything else except your own clothes, anything else except your own skin. Hadi skin ni vibaya, skin isikue dark, hapana. Nywele isikue ngumu, hapana, ikue blonde ya mzungu. Sijui tutatoka aje kwa hiyo. I don't know.
But do you know of why those Indian women wanakatanga hizo hiyo?
It's for spiritual reasons.
Because wako troubled.
It's even we have that in our own culture. When for instance, if somebody dies, mtu wenu akikufa, and I'll do that video by the way, thank you. It's going to be my next video. Mtu wenu akikufa, you do a cleansing. Unatoanga death, Kikuyu ukaa ujai nota tupendi kifo. We don't like to associate ourselves. Tunabaringi traditionally kama Waislamu. Sun isiset, yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, traditionally we bury like the Muslims. Sun isiset kabla hujauzika mtu wenu. Hapo. Na hakuna casket. Na mzika tu hivyo. So, where was I? So mtu wenu akikufa, munamzika, then you mourn. Okay? When you mourn, the whole family is supposed to cleanse. And during that mourning period, musilalanishe, hakuna kulalanisha. So you mtalalanisha on the 8th day. Ndio mtaanza. For 7 days, hakuna kulalanisha. Juu mkilalanisha, you're supposed to respect that mourning period. Mkipata mtoto huyo atakuwa red-thighed. Alright?
I've heard of the red-thighed.
Yeah, that's where it comes from. So like, now during that process, what are you doing? You're shaving hair so that you can cleanse yourselves and start a new chapter. We know that sometimes shaving hair can make you feel like a different person. It's like a rejuvenating thing. Munaanza a new chapter in life without that person. That is part of molding. Same with the Indian women. Si wanatoa dhahu, wanatoa uncleanliness. So you're wearing their hair, the hair of a person mwenye and life is spiritual. Huyo mtu amebembanisha, umekuja na kinywele pap as an African woman. Sijui, I don't know.
We need to do better.
We do.
And I need a part 2. I need a part 2. Thank you for coming.
But the wigs, it's seen as idolatry. Yes, culturally.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
So, first of all, again, thank you for coming. There's a lot nimetaka kuongea na wewe. Hata niliambia Dante 1 hour 45. Tumepiga ngapi Dante?
1 hour 30 minutes.
Haya hata ikuwa na venye tumeongea.
Najua. Mimi nilikuwa nataka 3 hours na wewe.
For real.
It's just that these cameras kuna batteries fulani nataka kuzinunua ndo sasa ziendelee continuous. At least maximum inaweza 1 hour 45 minutes. Unaget?
Yes.
So I think part 2 tutaifanyia TikTok.
Okay.
I can take this setup niweke TikTok and we'll still invite guests. Itaka professional.
For real? That would be nice.
So
ndo tuongee kuhusu Nephilim. Even na huku haujaongea chenye ulinitia.
The thing is, that's how conversation iko. Naeka hii stuff, but I'm like, there's more important things I need to ask first. Unaget? Nephilism ni in the part of belief system. Because nataka kuuliza juu ya Nyambura, nataka kuuliza a lot of things. But hii wacha tuifanye on TikTok live. There's a lot I want to talk to you. Wewe umeona content yangu na nimeona yako. We are both tuseme conspiracy theorists. Na tunajua hizi topics vile zinaweza relate one way or another. Ama tunaweza zinini. But for now wacha nifunge tu on a high note. Thank you for coming, man.
Thank you, Nas.
Shukran. You have to come again. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yo, we're done.